by Danny Alcaraz Productions and Manny Martinez of M&M Records. Here with me is none other than Crispy Taco.
What's up, what's up?
Guest co-hosting AJ and Vivian from CGDs. Hi. On the news, Executiva live from the WTLC event, which she'll be calling in. We have Gina Elise also that's going to be calling in from Pinna for Vets. And recording artist Young Stunna. Listen in as new talent takes over the spots on this radio show, and if you like it, be sure to request it on CGD Live Radio Show. Up next, from Wild Records, the Desperados. Let's get wild.
I get you down to shoes and all about love. We're gonna get crazy tonight. We're gonna get a wild tonight. Let's get wild.
Show. BOSSLADY and Crispy Taco on the mic. And that was Desperados. Let's get wild. If you like it, you know the drill. Keep requesting it on Facebook, CGD Live Radio Show. And up next, I like it when I say up next. Like, it's like, they go, woo. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. We have the CGDs in the house tonight. Woo. We have AJ. Say what's up.
Hi, how are you guys?
And Vivian.
Hello, what's up?
Let the listeners know. I know, Vivian, you've been on here before with us, so I don't think for this show, right? We were on the first one together, right?
She was here on the first
the first one. Okay. But AJ hasn't. No. So let the listeners know what you do. First off,
I am a makeup artist and a hairstylist for classic Glamour dolls.
Okay.
For like 6 years.
For a long time.
I was a baby when I started.
Yeah.
I was 19 years old.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I was 19 when I started. I just celebrated my 25th birthday.
Yes, you did. We were with her. We survived. We survived. Oh my goodness. That was a good party.
Yeah.
You're one of the oldest classic Glamour dolls, right?
Wait.
Makeup artists.
Wait.
Not oldest.
Wait, the photo is so AJ.
No, I meant like you've been with Anna the longest.
Yeah, working for CGD.
That's still in the group.
Yeah. Everybody.
She taught me how to do everything. I didn't want to do makeup. I was like, this is not fair. Boys are ugly. We shouldn't have to wear makeup.
Wait, I remember like this. This is how I wake up in the morning.
But I was saying like we should. I was trying to start a movement like let's have the boys wear makeup, and she's like pick up. Makeup.
I saw how she did makeup. That's why I liked it. I saw talent, and then I'm like, have you ever thought about doing makeup? I go, there's something about you, you know. So, and then she got into it, and she's been with me, and it's really rare for like, I think in the beginning, starting off, a lot of girls just came and go, you know, and
it's stressful. I mean,
it can
you
get
have
into
to pick up right away and just.
It's a stressful CGD life. That's what I call it. CGD life can be hectic, but I mean, I live it every day, and these girls do too, and you guys are awesome, and thank you. And Vivian, let us know what you do for listeners that haven't heard you.
I am a CGD promo doll,
And I'm also a CGD makeup artist and hairdresser in the training.
In the training, but not
In
for
training.
long.
Yeah, but not for long. I mean,
I've seen your dudes. You do pretty good.
thank you. But I need to touch up on my makeup.
And you're awesome, and there's a lot of projects going on. We just came back from the WTLC event where Executive is going to be calling in later on through the show to let us know how it actually went. We had to leave early, but Bernice Velez was performing there, and I actually got video of her and practice. So I'm going to be posting that on our YouTube. Check it out. Big shout out to her, love her, and all the vendors there. Once again, April Love Academy really came through. She had our makeup artist there helping us out and pampering the women. And it's all for fundraising for Candy Vixen. I love her to death. Yeah.
She was the only one that was Instagramming, by the way.
She was Instagramming, yes.
Yeah, no one else was Instagramming.
AJ. Well, really quick, before we go into this next song, I want to make sure that if I don't get to say it throughout the show, we have those Glamour grams, which on this Thursday we're going to be delivering a dozen roses to a lucky person that not unlucky, well, lucky because you win it, but just bringing in those smiles, and send in your story to info@classicglamordolls.com, and whatever your story is, we're going to be selecting one and surprising somebody with those roses, okay? info@classicglamordolls.com. Up next, we have Lynette V in the house with the song Not Here Yet. One day, playing. Love her to death. Big shout out. Here it is, Fantasy Dance Floor.
Tonight is our night. It's what you've been waiting for. It's what I've been waiting for. Hey boy, wanna be my boy toy? I taste like candy, I taste like candy. Hey boy, wanna be my boy toy? I taste like candy, I taste like candy. Dim the lights, close your eyes, music hypnotized. Your body to my beat, feel my rhythm and my beat. It's a dance floor fantasy. You know you wanna come and join me. A sip of liquor as we lose control, taking over on my dance floor. I like a party. 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 Hey boy, wanna be my boy toy? I taste like candy. I taste like candy. Hey boy, wanna be my boy toy? I taste like candy. I taste like candy. Flashing lights pass me by. My vision's blurred, but it's alright. It's the candy ever seen. Close your eyes and you're right there with me. Glitter kisses as our lips lock. Hold me closer as the record jumps up. It's calling my name, it's calling my name. I wanna play your fantasy game. I like to party. 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 Hey boy, wanna be my boy toy? I taste like candy. I taste like candy. Hey boy, wanna be my boy toy? I taste like candy. I taste like candy. Hey boy, wanna be my boy toy? I taste like candy. I taste like candy. I like to party. I like to party. I like to party.
You just tuned into KCAA 1050 AM with the Classic Glamour Dolls Live Radio Show. Boss Lady, Crispy Taco, AJ, and Vivian on the mic. And that was Fantasy Dance Floor, Lynette B. If you like it, you know the drill. CGDS. There again with the CGDS. Facebook us on the Classic Glamour Dolls Live Radio Show Facebook page. CGDS, right? And Yeah, we were just talking about how that song is just a hit too. Everybody gets ready with that song, right? Fantasy Dance Floor.
Laura, my mother-in-law, is always getting ready to that.
Shout out!
Shout out to Laura.
And that was Lynette B. Fantasy Dance Floor. So if you like it, request it. We're actually interviewing. She just called in, and it's an interview over the phone from Gina Elise, Pinup for Vets. And do we have her on the line right now? Hello.
Hi, Anna.
Hi, Gina. How are you?
I'm great. It's quite an honor to be on your new show.
Hi, Gina.
Hi, Gina.
Hi.
Taco.
Hi.
Everybody's here. We're so excited. I know you live quite far, so I'm excited to have you over the phone and doing a live interview. And for those listeners that are listening to us, I know we go everywhere, you and I.
Yes, we do.
I want people to know who you are.
Yeah, sure. Well, basically, I'm founder of a nonprofit organization called Pinups for Vets, and we produce World War II style pinup calendars that raise money to support hospitalized veterans and deployed troops. And Anna, you've been involved for three years now, and Anna and her team are my makeup and hair extraordinaires, and she's worked on the calendar for the last 3 years, and she also travels around the country with me. So yeah, we've formed quite a partnership, and we've put on some really great events to honor our service members.
What was the last event that we did?
So the last event, we partnered with Pinups for Vets partnered with Classic Glamour dolls, and we also collaborated with Goodwill in Los Angeles, and we put on this amazing event at one of the networking breakfasts for the female veterans that we're really trying to get back on their feet and back into the job market. And Anna, your team was so amazing, and you put together basically these incredible business makeovers for these women and showed them really how to put themselves together to get some I guess when they start going on their job interviews. And your team got so much clothes and jewelry and
that was awesome.
a bag donated, and the women were just almost crying because they were so overwhelmed with all of the pampering, and it was really quite an event. So I think we make a great partners.
Yes, we do. We do, and I want our listeners to know if they follow us on Facebook, the Classic Glamour Dolls, they know that I post up from Pinup for Vets. So this is her. This is we're talking to the main one here, and I want to talk about like the sponsorships and stuff. Like how do they get involved? Let them know.
Yeah, so my website is called pinupsforvets.com, and we are in the middle of a 50-state hospital tour where we bring the Pinups for Vets calendars into the hospitals as kind of a gift of appreciation for the veterans, and to really let them know how much we care and appreciate their service. And so we're always looking for sponsors for either hospital visits or base visits. Anna, you and I just had a great visit to 29 Palms, which is a Marine base, and we took the calendars and went around the base and basically just said thank you so much. And the base is so far out there that they don't get many visitors, so it was really special for the Marines, and I know that they appreciated it so much. So if any of your listeners, Anna, are interested in sponsoring our next either base or hospital visit, they can get a hold of either you or I, from Facebook or on Twitter. The website again is pinupsforvets.com.
Yeah, and we literally will go anywhere.
Yeah,
right,
we will go anywhere. We will go anywhere. Where have we been, Anna?
Oh my goodness.
Boise, Idaho. We were there last Valentine's Day. We were visiting the VA hospital in Denver, Colorado. You and I have been to New York to ring the closing bell on the NASDAQ on Veterans Day. We visited the Brooklyn VA hospital back there. I know we've been to Arizona together. I mean, we've been to Birmingham, Alabama. To that
we
hospital.
did. That one was cool.
We will go. Wherever we can get a sponsor for the visit.
So if any listeners are listening and you're interested in bringing us there, to do what we do, go ahead and contact Gina Elise at pinupsforvets.com. And Gina, I wanted to talk to you about if you have any tips for pinups. Like,
Oh gosh.
give us tips. Like, how do you become a pinup or what?
Oh my gosh, Anna, I feel like you're the one that can give better tips than me. I'm always asking you, Anna, what eyeshadow is that? And what's the name of this, like, hairspray? But, I mean, I guess, I have girls write to me all the time about, really getting involved in how do we do that. And I think, how do you become a pinup? I mean, you just have to find, there's photographers across the U.S. that specialize in kind of the retro look, and you have to find a photographer that kind of knows what they're doing and knows how to shoot that style. You have to find, I'm lucky enough that Anna and her team are close enough to me, so you have to, find a team a hair and makeup team that knows how to do this look with
That's
the
important.
hair roll.
Yeah. That's important.
Yeah, it's so important because it can really like make or break the picture. The people that know how to really emulate that style. And so once you kind of get that down, the hair and makeup and the photographer, you can find locations that are reminiscent of the 1940s. A lot of times we shoot in diners, we shoot at air museums with classic cars, and you kind of put this whole package together. And I study, I collect pinup art books, so it's really specific in terms of the posing. It's not like models pose today. So once you can kind of, learn how to pose like a pinup, then you put all these elements together, and you can really create a beautiful shot for yourself.
Oh, I love it. I learned a lot too.
It has a lot to do with like your pose, your attitude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I've seen a lot of Gina's pictures that she has up, and it's in the legs. She has like her legs. The one I posted on Classic Glamour Dolls the other day, Gina, it's right there. That's like a pinup, like a.
I thought you were gonna say that you took a picture.
There is pinup boys. Tony, he's working on something nice on his Instagram.
Oh, really?
And it's,
that's right. Yeah.
Boy or something like that.
You should try it out.
Well, I constantly get asked to make a male version of the calendar.
Have you ever?
So,
Are you gonna think that's in the process of doing?
maybe in the future, I definitely have in my mind. I think I would want to get some sexy veterans to do.
all I know is I'm behind hair and makeup. I just for that, yes, that's good. We're so funny. Well, I know there's a lot of listeners there. What advice would you give if somebody wants to start a business? Period. Because our listeners are, it's this show is about a platform. So, what advice would you give somebody that is looking into what you do, pinupforvets.com?
Yeah. I mean, we're a nonprofit, but it's like basically it's the same thing as starting a business. I feel like any entrepreneur really goes through the same thing, and you experience a lot of doubts at first. But I think if you have a product or an idea or something that you believe in so strongly that the world has to see, you really have to move forward and not listen to the naysayers. Like when I first had the idea to do this fundraising calendar, I had some people tell me, who's going to buy a pinup calendar nowadays? But you really kind of have to find your fan base, and once you do, we basically, have never hired like a PR agency. I've done all my own marketing.
I know you do. I've seen you in action. Well,
yeah, I know. Anna, you and I are like the queens of social media. So again, like that, like I feel like it's so important to really establish Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook pages, and start building your fan base. And you can really do, grassroots networking. I mean, a lot of our trips have been sponsored through Facebook. So in order to promote a product or idea, it's really important to stay on top of social networking. And I know, Anna, you are 24/7 on the social networking site. So, to just really believe in your idea, establish yourself on these social networking sites, start developing a fan base, and it really just goes from there. And there's so many opportunities that will develop as long as you're positive, and as long it's really also good to partner, with people that are doing similar things like you and I, Anna. And I think you can accomplish a lot when you partner with people that are really positive and that believe in you and you believe in what they're doing.
That's the key right there, keeping it positive. I love it. Yeah, that's true. I can't say that enough, actually, and that's one of my biggest, rules or key rules to keeping it positive, because you can be your only what's the saying, like self-destroyer, and
Your own worst critic.
your own worst critic, especially in
Yeah.
business. And in the business industry, it's hard. And
Oh,
just creating
it's
those
true.
partnerships and the friendship
It's
and the
true.
bond and
Yeah.
keeping it
And
positive.
it's hard. It's so hard. Like when you're starting something from the beginning, it's almost like you're giving birth to something. And
Yeah.
there's days that are really hard, but there's also days that are amazing because it's something that you've created, and it's almost like your baby. And when you see it succeed, it gives you more satisfaction than
I
anything.
know. There's sometimes that I even want to cry. Even when you're doing something, just because I've been with you for 3 years, and it's like I want to cry, but but I love it. So thank you so much, Gina, for calling in and sharing your story. First off, of how to be a pinup, and the advice you have for entrepreneurs, whether it's a nonprofit or a business. We really appreciate it. And with this, once again, pinupforvets.com, correct? That's how they can contact you? Okay.
Correct.
Up next, we have She Wants Attention, De La Cruz featuring Cocadillas.
She got that white dress on, showing that black lace on. Yeah, she want attention, baby got my attention. Now let's release some tension. Yeah, you and I. Oh, I forgot to mention, baby you're super fine. Let's do it again. Yeah, now let's unwind. Baby, look the way you're looking at me, the way you're smiling at me. Now take my hands. Now they get you to the nearest city beach. Yeah, mommy, yeah, I'm your man. We can take a 400-mile drive. Yeah, with no hands. Jump into my arms, you'll see little pleasure and no harm.
My heart says that you give me something more. Your eyes will say you're not gonna let me go. And nothing makes me happy just like you. So give it to me. My first love. Give it to me.
She got that white dress on, showing that black lace on. Let's do it again. Yeah, now let's unwind.
My heart says that you give me something more. Your eyes will say you're not gonna let me go. And nothing makes me happy just like you. So give it to me. My first love.
Perhaps cruising my boat, let's go. I keep it warm, no need for a coat. Cause when we going in, no need for any clothes. Look at you, blushing red like a rose. We can head back to your place, I suppose. Rose wine to your dress, to your toes. A wild night of sex, I propose. A wild night of sex, I propose. Wine glass breaking, you on the countertop naked. Baby, go ahead, use your imagination. Moaning, screaming, yelling, no conversation. Vacation is out of vacation. You blow my mind, my heart racing. Chocolate syrup on your body, I'm tasting. Central fire, we blazing. We gonna get this night going. We gonna get this night going. We gonna get this night going. Yeah, then let's get wild.
My heart says that you give me something more. Your eyes will say you're not gonna let me go. And nothing makes me happy just like you. So give it to me. My first love. Give it to me. My first love.
You just tuned into KCAA 1050 AM with the Classic Glamour Dolls Live Radio Show. Boss Lady in the house, Crispy Taco, AJ, Vivian, everybody's just here. It's just a big old party. And that was She Wants Attention, De La Cruz featuring Cocadillas. And if you like it, you know the drill. What's the drill?
Facebook us.
CGDS.
CG Live Radio Show. CGDS.
Okay, now we have in the house somebody that his hit song "Dying for Me" was a great hit here last week, and it was such a great hit because we had all these callers calling in and Facebooking us and messaging us, so we just had to invite him. We had to invite him here, so he's in the house. Say what's up.
How you guys doing out there?
And let us know, like, how many years you've been doing this. Let us know a little bit about you.
Well, I've been doing music since I was 13. What really inspired me to start doing music was listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony, a lot of Texas music like Zero, Trey, Screw tapes, and everything like that. And since then, music just always been a passion of mine. I was 16, I started doing shows. Since then, it's been a progression. It's been a blessing from God too, so I appreciate it.
Wow. Well, that hit song, "Dying for Me." What made you write it? I always get curious. Look, don't you get curious? Like,
Story behind it.
because it's a hit. I have to admit that I listened to it in the car too.
Well, at the time, I was taught when I was with my ex-girlfriend. We had a 6-month relationship, but we was going pretty steady. We're still friends to this day. We still talk. We're still cool. Yeah, there's a story behind every song. You know, there's always a story of why you did it. You know what I'm saying? What was it about? Yeah, I was in my time of love. You know, there's Valentine's coming up next week. So.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do for Valentine's Day? What to do?
I actually don't have any plans for Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Valentine's.
no plans
For Valentine's.
All the ladies, what? That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, not awesome that you don't have plans, but
It's all good.
well, let us know like places that you performed at, or like.
I've performed at places like my last recent show was actually in Club Baloney's in Santa Ana. So big ups to them for letting us perform out there. Performed at,
I used to go to Funk Night. You could just imagine all the rockabilly girls going into Funk Night. Yeah.
When we get down,
Damn,
I loved it.
damn.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Gangsters. So how was that?
It was a really good experience. Just coming out here from I was staying in Hammond at the time, so I didn't really know too many people. But you know, just the stage presence was good, the energy was good. You know, the people. We got a lot of love and a lot of feedback, so it was a real good night.
It's different when you're on stage, right?
Yes, very.
It's different. Like, how is it?
It's sort of an adrenaline feeling, you know, because you go on stage and you see all these people out there, and it's like, you know, either they're gonna be feeling you or you're not. But you know what I'm saying, you go out there, you just you do what you gotta do, you get what you're off.
You become somebody different somehow.
Yeah.
Or maybe not different, the real you.
Stage presence comes out.
your alter ego.
Alter
Yeah,
ego.
your alter ego. Yeah. So tell us, where did this name come from? Young Stunna. Because I know on Facebook you heard another name that like we couldn't say. Remember last time? You're like, oh, I can't say that name.
Say that name, but
But short, yeah.
Young Stunna at first, when I first started rapping, around 13, 14, I called myself the young one actually. Because at the time I was young, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to be that one day, you know, that make it out there. And next and then it went from Young One to Young G, and then from Young G, people started calling me, hey, Young Stunna, so it just stuck to me.
That's crazy. So you've been doing this for how many years again?
For about 8 years now.
Wow, that's love right there, and
Dedication.
and passion, and we're gonna go into more into like what it took to become that artist. Definitely, we will get into it. Up next, I want everybody to listen to the song "Dying for Me," Young Stunna.
Never let the fact that we young ever stop us. Money always coming, so my girl living proper. You the one for me, making none never top you. Never wanna leave you, not trying to lose this. One of them you got it, cause it ain't nothing to it. Coming from the heart, baby girl, it's all real. Never thought I'd see the day I find the real deal. It feels so right with you by my side. For you, baby girl, I let the bullshit slide. Gotta roll out, cause I know that she a keeper. Never too G to admit that I need you. No, it takes two, girl, to make one love. Cause when I feel down, you the one I think of. Who knew with my heart you'd be the one I trust? But that's how it go in this game called love. Cheers. Someone just to see what they can take us. My girl keep it real, I ain't worrying what you hate us. I can never take her, shawty know I need her. Seems like my world spins every time I see her. Take her to the mall, buy bags, pop tags. Cause money ain't a problem, girl, you know I got that. Set apart from the rest, cause shawty's so different. Looking at her pics always got me reminiscing. Flying to the sky like two white doves. So haters fall back, no time for your scrubs. You know it takes two, girl, to make one love. Cause when I'm feeling down, you the one I think of. Who knew in my heart you would be the one I trust? But that's how it goes, and this ain't called love. Yeah.
I wanna know will you be down for me? This is something that we just keep hiding. It just feels so right tonight. I wanna know will you be down for me? This is something that we just can't hide. Not this right.
You just tuned into KCAA 1050 AM with the Classic Glamour Dolls Live Radio Show. We have, I was going to say Crispy Taco first. He took over now. Boss Lady, Crispy Taco, Vivian, and AJ Young Stunna here.
Hey, how you guys doing out there?
Big old party. We be talking about everything, huh? Changing names here. Going back to the interview, I want to ask you, we were talking about how long you've been in this type of industry, and 8 years and stuff. So what advice do you give to people? Like anybody that like is like, wow, you know, I wish I could do that, or I want to be him, or you know, how can I do that? What advice would you give them?
Well, the thing I would say is, no dream is too big to reach. You know what I'm saying? That is impossible in this world. If you're dedicated to something, and you know that's your passion, that's what you want to do. I mean, do it. If as far as it's music, if you want to get into acting, be a model, whatever you want to do, the sky's the limit. You know, you can't let that hold you back in this life because you only get one chance to live it. So, you know, go out there, dreams. You know what I'm saying? Do your best.
And everybody has their story. What's your story?
My story behind music. A lot of my songs are based off of, like we said earlier, life experiences. Between the age of 13 and being 21 now, I've seen a lot of things, and I actually did a lot of things too. Going overseas, serving the country.
Wow. I didn't know that about you. Wow.
Former United States Navy.
Wow.
Nice.
Big.
And,
Awesome. That's awesome.
When I was 16, Hurricane Knight came in. A lot of people where I'm from in Galveston lost our homes, we lost our jobs, we lost everything. Just having to start over, you know, all the heartaches. I use that as motivation. I put it into my music on what I feel, based on what I feel. I feel like music has to come from the inside, you know. And it's been a journey, but music has actually kept me positive. It's kept me on the right path as far as doing something with my life. So,
With that in mind, what are your goals?
my goals is actually soon. I intend on starting school at the Art Institute of LA to get my degree in audio production. In the meantime, my goal is just to keep pursuing my music, keep chasing it, and just keep doing what I'm doing, keep my head out of trouble.
What's your if there's no impossibilities? I mean, in the CGD life world, there's no impossibilities. Period. So if you would see yourself like right now, like from now on to like, how old are you? 21?
21.
30. Where do you want to be? Well, I mean, just say it.
Where do I want to be? I want to actually be successful with my music. I want to go mainstream. Right now, I'm not signed to anybody. So
there you have it.
listeners, if you're looking for somebody, hit my Facebook up, www.facebook.com/youngstunner.409. I repeat, www.facebook.com/youngstunta.409.
Or contact us and we'll direct you to them.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I mean, he's awesome.
You said you're originally from Texas, right?
From Galveston, yes.
Yeah, cool. So then, are you in LA now? Or are you in...
Right now, I'm actually located in Sun City, California, out in the Smaker area.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm a little ways.
Oh, you're right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought a person that travels a lot, I never know where I'm at.
Well, because we just came from.
Oh my God, don't even ask me. And then we're going back to Orange County tonight. That's where we're gonna be at. We're talking about later, Revolucion Cantina. After this, but that's another thing. So, for all those fans that are listening, because I know you have them, because they were calling here, okay?
We got shout-outs on Facebook.
We got
and stuff,
shout-outs and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you want to tell your fans? Because you have fans.
I want to give shout-outs to God for making all this possible. Big shout-outs to my mother, Ronette Wingate, for supporting me since day one. Since I was small, she always seen the brightest in me. So I thank my mom.
I love you, Mom.
I love you, Mom. Shout-outs to you. I love you. But she always pushed me. Shout-outs to my peeps that kept it real out there on the island. A-Wash, my boy Lionel. You know what I'm saying? My little bro Nick. I want to give shout-outs to everybody that's been supporting me. You know what I'm saying? All the love and all the feedback I've been getting. Big shout-outs to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep my head up, and that's why I keep doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, the sky's the limit. You know, everything's possible.
It is. And you're here now.
Yeah, I'm here now.
And you came from another radio show, huh? How was that?
That was actually a good experience, too. It was my first time, so yeah, it's kind of a different feeling.
You should be popping out of radio shows everywhere, huh? From one to another, but that's in life. You like it?
Yeah, I hope it stays like that.
It's stressful though, huh? But it's when you have love for it, it's like it's nothing. It's like
It's
okay,
worth it.
I'll
It's
drive
so
it that way. Gotta go.
Gotta
You
do
know?
what you gotta do.
It's awesome, but it's just the beginning for you. I know it. Totally know it. I have a
yeah.
question for you though. When I was going onto your YouTube, you have your own production company too, or what is that?
Well, yes, Lone Star Entertainment.
There you go.
I started that when I was 15. You know, me and the homies, we, you know what I'm saying, we had a dream. You know what I'm saying, we was chasing it. And yeah, Lone Star Entertainment, you know, it's been a part of me.
Because you have a lot of music on there. A lot.
On my YouTube page, yes, youtube.com slash Lone Star ENT 409, youtube.com slash Lone Star ENT 409. But yeah, just I want to shout out, you know what I'm saying, all my people, the whole Galveston County, man. You know what I'm saying, for standing behind me. Just putting on for my city, you know what I'm saying, standing strong. We overcame a lot. We still here. So big ups to y'all.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, wow.
Where can we find you? Like, you have Instagram?
I do have an Instagram, STUNTA_MAYNEE 409. You can find me on Instagram if you want to kick me at STUNTAA_.
He's on kick too.
Taddy,
I don't even have one.
Everybody got a kick, you know.
What are you into?
But yeah,
Are you
also
on Twitter?
I do not have a
Oh,
Twitter.
you don't have a
That's
Twitter.
like-
You need a Twitter.
I will get on that ASAP, actually. On my Reverb Nation page, you can go fan that page at reverbnation.com/Lone Star ENT.
And that's where you can hear that song "Dying for Me," because that's where I heard
that
it.
and many others.
And then I said, "I want to play your song," right?
Yeah,
That's how it went.
She did.
That's how it went.
But yeah, I appreciate the love I've been getting from everybody, from you guys too. Big ups to y'all too.
Thank you.
Y'all do it big on here.
Thank you for coming. And actually, we had a shout out for this song. Actually, for the song that you did. Amber dedicates it to Josh. He goes, "I dedicate that song to Josh, please." So there you
Amber,
have
I
it.
wish you the best out there. Good luck to you.
She's where's she calling from? Where's she at? She's everywhere too.
Purple Valley?
Yeah.
She owns a company.
Oh, wow,
Cupcake
nice.
company. So she was on the
Congratulations
show.
to you.
Yeah.
Congratulations to
So there you have it. So your dedication. We're dedicated.
Dedication.
Well, thank you for coming. Is there anything else you want to tell your fans or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep striving. I'm gonna keep pushing. Keep on doing what I do for y'all, man. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all my people. I keep my head up. So big ups to y'all.
Okay. Well, you guys want to ask him anything else?
I have a question.
Oh, go for
What's
it.
up?
Dead or alive, an artist you would want to pick their brain. Who would it be? And why? One artist though. That you would
So
want
like being like my favorite artist?
Yeah, like a Dre.
I'd actually have to say Lazy Bone off of Bone Doesn't Harm Me, man. He's my biggest hero, like my inspiration, you know what I'm saying? Without that group, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today. So, big shout outs to Bone Doesn't Harm Me boys, man. For real, y'all legends, man. I want to be like y'all one day, so.
And this is a smart kid. He knows what he does. And if anybody's looking for an artist, he's not taken. No labels. So
No
go ahead and
labels.
contact him. Contact us, and we'll contact you to him. Direct you to him. Too many contacts. CJ Diaz. Up next, JB, Live Life.
One life, one love, one life, live it right, 'cause it's, yeah, never forget that you have a purpose, make sure every breath your lungs take, breathe for a reason, always be you, 'cause you are you, and your own plan. Where you wanna be, up in the cell, filthy rich, living well, and it don't matter if it's heaven or hell. Father, please forgive me for my sins. I'm well aware of what I do. I'm headed for the win. I'm headed for the class. I'm trying not to sin. I'm passing up the finish line before you begin. So get up, take action, start a movement. Set a go, get up and just do it. Do it, just do it. Living this life, I know exactly what I'm doing. If your road is rough, be tough, stand tall. You never know when God will give your name a call. You only get what's right and go far. One day, if your road is rough, be tough, stand tall. You never know when God will give your name a call. You only live what's right and go far. One day, I got it for life, never wanted for eternity. I gotta show this world this fire burn eternally. I'm hurrying to spread the word without a pause. Every step is forward, cause I'm living for a cause. I never forget the things my mama told me. Stay sweet, be humble, live holy. Treat others right and don't live for you only. Never be ashamed to stand high and say I am me. I am one of a kind. No multiple, I prime with a unique sense of mind. One day at a time, till the day I die. Till I get to heaven, spread my wings and fly. Get up, take action, start a movement. Set a go, get up and just do it. Do it, just do it. Living this life, I know exactly what I'm doing. If your road is rough, be tough, stand tall. You never know when God will give your name a call. You only get what's right and go far. One day, if your road is rough, be tough, stand tall. You never know when God will give your name a call. You only live what's right and go far. One day, I don't pay attention to the time on the clock. I'm on a steady pace, non-stop. I hear the ticks, I hear the talks. I ain't looking at my watch, I'm headed straight for the top. Watch, don't pay attention to the time on the clock. I'm on a steady pace, yeah, non-stop. I hear the ticks, I hear the talks. I ain't looking at my watch, I'm headed straight for the top. Watch. If your road is rough, be tough, stand tall. You never know when God will give your name a call. You only get what's right and go far. One day, if your road is rough, be tough, stand tall. You never know when God will give your name a call. You only live what's right and go far. One day at a time.
Just tuned into KCAA 1050 AM with the Classic Glamour Dolls Live Radio Show, and that was Live Life JV. If you like it, Facebook us at CGD Live Radio Show. And we have Executiva on the line.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. She's calling live from the WTLC event that we had today at the Cantina Lounge. How's it going?
Hey, everybody. This is Executiva coming to you live from the Cantina Lounge in Fullerton. We are having a blast out here. We have so many people showing up to represent for WTLC. We have Party Girls, Taboo Essentials, Sensi, Origami Owl. We have Mary Kay. We have Claire's Rap, which is a major hit. We have ladies here who were rapped today and have lost over 3 inches in 2 hours.
Man, I should have done it when I was there.
Believe me, girl, I just had it done. I could not say no. When we saw that girl had lost 3.5 inches, we just had to get wrapped.
I saw pictures on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I asked Dina, is this real? I asked her last night at the anniversary party. And she goes, yeah, it's real.
Did it?
Yeah, it's real. We had some really great raffle prizes. People are happy, and we raised money for WTLC. So now we will be happy to turn around and on Valentine's, Classic Glamour Dolls and April Love Youth Beauty Academy will be bringing Valentine's to the WTLC Center and making them happy for Valentine's with makeovers, manicures, stuffed animals, and candies for the kids. It's just going to be a great event, and it's all thanks for support and everybody who supports the Classic Glamour Dolls.
Yeah. That's awesome, though. I can't wait for Thursday. The women are going to be so thrilled and so surprised, huh?
Yes, they really are. And we had live entertainment here, and that was amazing.
How did that go?
Oh, everybody loved it. She had to leave to go to another event, and people kept saying, aren't you going to do more music?
Aww.
It was just fantastic.
I I took some video of her right before I left of her practicing, so I'll be posting that up on YouTube. But she was awesome. Awesome.
Oh,
She gave
yeah,
me
she
chills. She gave me
She
chills.
did great. You know, not only did the people at our event clap for her, but the people on the other side in the lounge and eating food, they were clapping too. So it was just fantastic.
And then-
everybody was asking for more music.
And then I brought a cupcake from the Candy Vixen.
Oh, yeah, I
give it
still
away.
have mine.
Even though she took a bite out of it,
Even though I took a
bite, I'm sorry, you guys.
We said we took a bite and we want to give it away.
The heart is broken, but we'll give it away too.
The heart is broken.
Call her.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Candy Vixen was awesome. We had yummy cupcakes. I'm going to finish mine when I get home.
Everything was
Yeah.
so great. I loved it, and I can't wait for Thursday. And just I'm looking forward to our next event too.
Yeah, we are looking forward to it. In fact, all of the vendors can't wait for the next event. We're going to be holding something. We put it together now because we need to raise money for our Belle of the Ball. So everybody, listeners, we need your support again.
Yes.
We're going to have a quick fundraiser that we're going to be coming up with because we have 350 girls that we need to do makeovers for, and we need to get the support for it.
That one I'm super excited about too because as long as I've been doing it, it's the first year that we're actually, as Classic Glamour Dolls, partnering up with them. So with Orangewood Children's Foundation, and I've never been able to get them goodie bags because there's so many of them. There's like 350, and I've never been able to get them goodie bags, and that's my goal.
That's our goal, listeners. So you're hearing it. We want your support.
Yeah.
We've got 350 girls out there that we need to get ready for prom, so we need your help with Belle of the Ball. I'll be announcing next week what our next fundraiser will be so that we can raise the money to get those goodie bags for them. And restaurant owners, we're looking for support with that too.
Yes, we want to give them food.
We need food for them. And for the workers.
Yeah, for the workers, the volunteers. So thank you so much, Executive Diva, calling live from the Cantina Lounge from the WTLC event. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
And
Bye.
bye.
Up next, Baby I Like You, the Spanish version, Bernice Reveles.
Dices que me amas y dices que me quieres, ¿por qué no te mueves ya? Porque he contado las veces que me miras con tus ojos cafés, te sientas como un niño sin pensar. Así que anda, ven hacia mí y juntos seremos muy feliz. Mi mente solamente piensa en ti. Que anda, mi baby, dime lo que sientes por mí, porque loca me siento por ti. Loca por ti. Te quiero afuera de mi ventana, lanzando flores, gritando de ti me enamoré. Te quiero enfrente de mi patio, cantándome mi canción. I like you, baby, I like you. Mira, yo sé que platicas cosas de mí y en caso que no sepas, ya te advertí. Eres obvio, no más digo. Tengo una lista de galanes que darían todo por estar a mi lado, pero amor, al que quiero estar a ti. Quiero afuera de mi ventana, lanzando flores, gritando de ti me enamoré. Quiero enfrente de mi patio, cantándome mi canción. I like you, baby, I like you. ¿Por qué no vienes hacia mí y me llevas que me amas si dices que me quieres, amor, aquí te esperaré.
You just tuned into KCAA 1050 AM with the Classic Glamour Dolls Live radio show, and that was Baby I Like You, Bernice Chevelle, Spanish version. And remember, if you like any of the songs that we played today, they were all new artists. So go ahead and request it on Facebook on CGD Live radio show. Okay, guys, shout-outs.
I got a couple of shout-outs from Facebook. The first one's from Nikki Lynn. She says, I would like to give a shout-out to young Stunna for getting his foot in the door and getting his music heard and played by your radio station. He is just one step away from making all his dreams come true. So shout-out. Also, a shout-out to Nicole Ortega and Police Chicks.
From Police Chicks,
So
yeah.
thanks for tuning in,
Shout-out.
Nicole. Also, shout-out to another shout-out for young Stunna for his hard work and determination. Keep striving for the top. And trust me, it will work out in your favor. Love you much. Your number one fan, Mom. And another shout out from Yasmin. She shout out on our Facebook. Shout out to Crispy Taco and CGD Boss Lady. Love you guys. Watching you guys live right now. So shout out and thanks for always supporting.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Delia Roses for giving me this amazing ring yesterday. I saw it on her when she was like waving it at me, and I'm like looking at it, and she gave it to me. So big shout out, thank you. Any shout out, guys?
To the supporters that support us a lot. Skunkware, the boys at Skunkware.
We gotta have them on here.
I know, they're so fun. Conceited Clothing.
We gotta have them on here too. I think I hit up Sammy.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So, and then Rick Moreno at Electric Church.
Big shout out. Yeah.
Supporter there. And then to Daniel, because I love you. And don't hate. I don't get mushy like that, but.
You're not, so that's cute. I know it comes from the heart because AJ's like the opposite of that.
She's cold-hearted.
I'm not cold-hearted. Yes.
You did before Daniel.
Is he listening?
I hope he is.
I'm sure he is.
I'm sure he is. He supports me.
I have shout-outs as well.
We don't.
What's your shout out?
We don't have time.
What's your shout out?
We don't jerk.
We don't have time for that.
All right, so I have a shout-out for Jenny Terruya. I love you, girl, and my auntie Elena, who supports my endeavors.
You always need someone to support you.
Yeah. Especially with endeavors.
Even though you know you can't do it, but still tell you can do it.
Yeah. Constructive criticism is what she gives me. And also Veronica, who's due in 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Veronica, I love
you,
Veronica.
Beto.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aww. She's always watching since day one, so
Yeah.
shout out also.
Love you, Beto. And also my boyfriend Steven, I love you. You support my endeavors.
Oh, and then our other CGDs.
Oh, yeah.
I love all my CGDs.
Yeah. Esther.
Everybody. Hey, we're
There's like a ton of them.
everybody. Lynette B. That we played her song
Even though she
today.
didn't text me back, but shout out to
The Mean Girls grudge right there.
Everybody. And don't forget, everybody, we're going to be in Revolucion Cantina.
Sunday fun day today. We're going to be at
today.
downtown
Doors
Fullerton.
open at 9, and then Claudia was here last week, so she'll be there at the door.
It's free.
Tell her the Classic Glamour Doll sent you. If you are going, it's free. Drink specials. Hang out with us.
Rock
and then we
in
can get free drinks.
Espanol.
Yeah. Come hang out with us for real. It's going to be a blast tonight.
Yeah, so Sunday fun day with us over there at
CGCs.
You'll find us on the dance floor.
I love it. I love it. Anything else that anybody wants to say?
I actually had really fun for my first
I
time.
have one more shout out because my grandma's watching me right now.
Aww.
So I'm weirded out, but shout out to my mom, my dad, and my grandma. She's all over the place, but she's staying with us right now. So shout out.
Your
Nice
grandma.
guys.
That's my grandma too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking at you. I'm like, what?
I just got a text from my
Hola.
grandma's watching me, so. Hi, abuelita.
Muchos saludos, abuelita. Okay. Up next, thank you guys for being here. With this, we end the show. Si él fuera como tú, Cindy Ortega.
Hay un espacio entre él y yo. Hay un abismo entre los dos. Y me encuentro confundida, cuestionándome a mí misma. Hubo un tiempo en que estuvimos tan unidos en amor. Ese tiempo se ha perdido y hoy contigo sé en que estuvimos tan unidos.